Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I've decided that I'm gonna do a reading vlog for the book Skyward because it's another Brandon Sanderson book, and the last time I did a reading vlog was for Steelheart, which was Brandon Sanderson. So I might as well keep the trend going and read this beast of a boy. It doesn't have the dust jacket on right now because I already took it off to start reading it, and normally I read the books with the dust jacket on, but it's one of like Marcus's recommendations that I take it off to read the book. So I'm about to jump into this one. Super excited about it. I've been missing some sci-fi, so yeah, let's do it. Okay, so I've read the prologue and the first chapter so far, and I really like Spensa. She's the main character of the book. The prologue was kind of her as a child, and then the first chapter starts off her at 17, and I'm pretty sure like the rest of the story is going to progress with her at 17. But so far from the introduction of her character, I'm enjoying her. I think she is going to really develop into a strong main character. Those are just my initial thoughts because I've only read one chapter, but I think that she's going to be a very promising character. And I don't really know much else. There hasn't been very many other introductions of other characters, but I know that she's going to be going into flight school, and I am excited to do that because that's like the school trope, which I don't know if it's my favorite trope, but I do like that trope a lot. So I think that'll be cool. Also, check out my bookmark I'm using. I actually got this at Comic-Con, and it's like a hand-drawn Batman bookmark of, what's his name? Michael Keaton, his version of Batman. So really like this one. But yeah, I'm going to get back into it, and I will update you guys later. I got through a decent chunk of the book. I ended off on chapter 7, which is the it's starting part 2 of the book. So I completed part 1 tonight, and it has been so good so far. I'm really enjoying the book, and like I said before, I was thinking I was gonna like Spensa, and I do really like Spensa so far. And I think that her character is going to be amazing. I can see her character development blossoming already in the first 7 chapters that I've read, and I'm really looking forward to where it's going. Also, some new characters were just introduced at the end of part 1, and I think these characters are also going to be very like prevalent throughout the story, so I'm excited to learn more about them. But that's where I'm going to cap it off tonight because I'm getting pretty tired. It's also past 1 a.m. and I need to work tomorrow. I also got this little cat snuggled up right by my butt, so that means it's bedtime. Alright, I'm going to pick up this book again tomorrow and get some more reading done then. Hey guys, so I'm doing my daily check-in. I'm finally getting back to reading today. It's been a really busy day, and I had volleyball tonight, and then I also just filmed an unboxing video, so I haven't really had much time to read, and I finally get to sit down at 11:45 to get some reading done. Hopefully I will read a big chunk of it, because I could probably read until 1 and then go to sleep. So I'm going to hammer some more into Skyward and see where it takes me. We also got this little guy staying on the chair over there, keeping guard of our apartment. Hey guys, so I didn't update you guys when I finished reading last night because I was really pooped and I went right to sleep. But I ended up getting home today and reading a big chunk of the book. Well, I think it's a big chunk of the book, but in total, I'm only like this far in. So I'm pretty sure I only read between now and last night about 70 pages more. But I am absolutely loving this book. It is Oh, it's so good. I love Spensa as a character. Like, she just keeps saying the funniest shit, and it's making me laugh every time. Like, Marcus keeps noting that I'm, like, snickering while reading this book, and he's just like, yep, I know how you feel. But there's there's a lot of other characters that I do like. Spensa is definitely my favorite, which I know a lot of the time I usually like side characters more than the main character, so like it's nice to actually like the main character the most for once. So I'm on page, I think 142 or 143, but my goal is to get to page 200 tonight. So hopefully we can do that and we'll see how it goes. Also, for any of you guys that have read this series, Doomslug has been introduced, and I don't know if it's a he, I don't know what it is, but it is friggin' adorable, and I want to see more of it in more scenes in this book. Hey? Hey, Uno? Do you like Skyward too? Cool, good answer. Hey guys, doing my nightly check-in. So I'm about to go to bed, but I managed to get to page 177. Not quite the 200 pages I was hoping for, but what can you do? I spent a lot of my night editing videos, so that took up a lot of my time. And yeah, so I got to page 177, which is actually where it moves into part 3 of the book, and it just ended on some very intense scenes that my mind is still reeling about. And I just turned to Marcus and was like, I have all these questions that I need answered. Why aren't they doing this? Why isn't this happening? And so I'm hoping that that gets answered for me in the next section. They also have these really cool like spaceship schematics in here, and they're like illustrated in a cool way. It shows you like the comparison of their ships versus their enemy ships, and the different schematics of all their different ships, because they have multiple versions. So I think that's really cool. And there's also, I think I talked about it at the beginning, but there's like a map in the front of the book that shows like the whole like flight base that they're training on. So I don't know, I really like things like that in books, so it just makes it that much more interesting to me. But yeah, that's where I'm at now, and I want to keep reading, but I have to work tomorrow, so I'm gonna go to bed and hopefully pick up this book again tomorrow and read another large chunk of it because I'm really into it. Anyway, I'll check in with you guys again tomorrow. Hey guys, so I can't remember the last time I checked in with you guys, but I am now about 100 pages further, I think, than the last time I talked to you. I'm on page 317 right now, and yeah, I think I checked in a long time ago, but this weekend kind of was very busy. My friend Neil came down to visit for the weekend, so I didn't really get any reading done, or I didn't really have any time to film, so I was busy hanging out with Neil. Also, the coronavirus is kind of happening, so that's having a big impact on everything. Like, work is pretty crazy and all the places are shutting down. There's no toilet paper anywhere. It's very intense. So yeah, but if I have to stay home and quarantine myself, I can finish this book a lot faster. So that's a plus, right? A lot of stuff has happened in the book since I've updated you guys, like 100 pages worth of stuff, but there are so many great things happening, and I love every piece of this story and where it's going. I think it's so good, and I'm just like constantly wanting to pick it up. I know I've said that before, but every time I put this book down, it's like pretty much all I can think about, and I want to keep going back to it and reading more. And that's how I felt this weekend too. I was like, cool, my friend's here and I'm pumped, but I also in the back of my mind was like, oh, I really want to read. So yeah, like that's a sign of a great book when it's making me feel that way. But anyways, I'm gonna pick it up and try and get another 50 pages hopefully done today. But that's very ambitious because I still gotta do some cleaning and some laundry and stuff. But we will see how far I get, and I will check in with you guys later. Hey guys, so I didn't update you guys last night because I fell asleep, but I read another large chunk of this book. I am now getting closer to the end, and I have been feeling so many different emotions. This book is such a roller coaster is what I'm trying to say. There's so many highs, and then there's lows, and then there's highs and lows, and it just keeps hitting you wave after wave, but like in a good way. Even when the lows happen, like I need to keep reading because I need to know what happens, and I want to see how these characters deal with bad situations and see how they get through situations and how they work together. And it's just, this book is so good. I honestly think this is gonna be a 5-star read based on where I'm at right now in the book and how I'm feeling about it, but there could be a curveball thrown in, we don't know. And yeah, now that the workday is over, I'm excited to jump back into this book and see if I can read a little bit more. Alright, reading update. I am on part 5 now, so I only have about... Part 5 is at page like 450, and I think this is 510 pages, so I got like 60 pages left. And I just want to say, the society in this book is really, really messed up. I think that they have no regard for human life, and they just want to pump out warriors. I keep turning to Marcus and I'm like, what the hell? Why are they doing this? And why are they not like, I don't know. I feel like they don't consider the lives of their pilots, and they just pump these people out and send them into the fray to go take down these aliens. I don't know. It's like, I personally, I think human life should be like above all else because that's what they're like trying to protect, but they should also take into account the lives of their pilots. I guess I have a problem with the way they're raised, because they're raised in the sense that they can't become cowards, and that's like the worst thing, is to be a coward. And so nobody wants to be shown as a coward, so they will like be a martyr or die or sacrifice themselves to get like a warrior's remembrance or whatever. And I don't like that, and it's bugging me. And I can see that other characters are like having this qualm as well, and they don't like it. And so I don't know, it's just it's igniting a fire in me, and I'm really hoping that they turn this kind of society into something more people preserving, if that makes sense. I'm really hoping that the main character does what I want her to, because I can see where she will potentially go with this, but I don't know just yet. But I still got 60 pages to find out. And yeah, although this is also like the first book of a series, so it might not even be resolved in this book, but I know that I'm going to be reading the second one regardless because I like it that much. Anyway, I'm going to try and finish the book. I don't know if I'll be able to do it tonight because it's already after 10 o'clock, but we will see. Hey guys, so last night I finished the book and it was amazing. I loved this book. That ending was so intense. My heart was racing, and I really want to pick up the second one right now. Although I know I won't, because I have a TBR to finish, and then we're about to go into the Magical Readathon, so that's not likely going to happen. But I do really want to continue this series, and this would be my third 5-star book of the year. Yeah, the book honestly had pretty much everything like I want in a book. All the characters were super like well-rounded, and they each had their own
like personality quirks, which was really cool. And the society, I mean, I've already talked about the society throughout this reading vlog, and how I'm not a big fan of the society and how they view things, because I think that they need to have more attention on their lives instead of just being like warriors and having like the warrior's death, I guess. Yeah, I just think that this book had so many good aspects to it, and I didn't really have any negative thoughts about it, which is why it's probably ranking a 5-star for me. There was also never really a lull in the book. Like I was constantly moving through this fast-paced plot, and I did not get bored once. I can honestly say that. And I was always like trying to think of different things that were going to happen and try and like figure out where the plot was going. Sometimes I could get a little bit of it, and then other times I was like super surprised, and I loved that. I loved that this book brought so many emotions to me as I was reading it. And yeah, like these are the books that I love, and props to Brandon Sanderson for writing such a great book. Plus, it's set in space and it's a sci-fi book, and we all know I love sci-fi, so that helps. Thanks to Marcus for recommending this book to me, because it was awesome. He's actually super proud of the fact that I've liked it too, because as I've been going through this reading process of the book, I would randomly just like stop and make like grunting noises or like notes of elation and be like super happy, and he got to like kind of experience it secondhand through like my reactions. So he is very proud of the fact that he picked another 5-star book for me, which is seeming to be a trend with his choices. But yeah, that's the wrap up of my reading vlog for Skyward. I loved it. If any of you have read the book, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts on it. I know I've been talking to some people on Twitter about the book as I've been going along, and so that has been fun. I know that some of you want to talk to me about specific characters, which I don't want to spoil anything, so let's talk about it on Twitter or somewhere else, but hit me up with your comments. And yeah, also, if you have any recommendations for books similar to this, let me know, because I want more books like this in my life. So that would be great. Put that in the comments down below. Let's share the book love. You guys know the drill. I post videos every Thursday, and until next time, keep on reading.